Now it's time for Quarantine Tonight. Live from an undisclosed location north of the Platte River, here's your host, Mike Flood.
Well, good evening, Nebraska. Welcome back to the most popular variety show that goes from border to border each and every night right here on News Channel Nebraska. We call it Quarantine Tonight, and we've got a great show. Tonight only, we've got the Lonnie Orchestra. That's right. It's a night full of polka. This is one of the bands, as you know, that we get so many requests for. People just enjoy it. So if you're at home now, or maybe you know somebody, call them and say, hey, put the phone down, turn the lights down, move the end table out of the living room, and we're going to polka for the next 2 hours right here on News Channel Nebraska. We've got a very special guest tonight to do our prayer. I want to kind of just introduce him before he even gets up here. This guy has just been one of our best camera operators at News Channel Nebraska. He's the kind of guy that's quiet, steady, and sure. Shows up when he's supposed to. Does the best job. Everybody on the crew likes him. And walking in tonight, I said, who's doing our prayer? And our director said, I think Jonah would do it if you need one. And so here we have Jonah Applegarth. Jonah, come on in here. Jonah is from Beatrice. He has family down there. And how many years have you been on that end of the camera for NCN?
This will be the 4th year.
He does a great job. Everybody that works with him enjoys it. Think about all the things that you've seen on that end of the camera.
Goodness, there's a whole bunch. Mostly sports things, but we've done all kinds of events. So state basketball, state track. We did Cattleman's Bowl one year, the Sandhills Open Road Challenge. We've been everywhere.
He's got more jobs than fingers and toes. I'm not kidding you. He works for the Lincoln Stars, the Lancers, the Omaha hockey team. What else am I missing here?
Lincoln Stars, the Omaha Storm Chasers, the baseball, Lincoln Salt Dogs during the summer, and yeah, I do some freelance work on the side too.
The guy has a lot of jobs, and on top of that, another full-time job, in case you're wondering. So it's nice to have one of our own give the prayer tonight. Please bow your heads.
Let's pray. Dear God, thank you so much for the ability that we have to gather together here and celebrate just the freedom of this nation. And God, here's some great music and some great variety. I pray, God, that tonight you would open our hearts and our homes to what we have to listen here tonight. And thank you for the safe travels for the people that have come here. And I pray, God, that as we're in a tumultuous time in the nation, that you just bring unity to us and help us to turn our eyes towards you. And thank you so much for all that you've blessed us with. And we pray all these things in your Son's name. Amen.
Very nice, and thank you for all you do. And are you going back to take camera number one?
You bet.
So when you watch that camera move around, you'll know Jonah's behind there, and he's a great guy. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, as the band gets on here, we want to bring up a special guest. We've actually got a guy here, a Lincoln, Nebraska guy who happens to be the state senator in District 46. He and I have gotten to know each other, and Adam Moorfeld is the guy here who has been serving, what would you say, is that West Lincoln?
Northeast Lincoln.
Northeast Lincoln.
Whoa, no, don't say Northwest. We're Northeast.
Okay, the Fightin' 46th Legislative District. And by the way, this guy is getting married. He's got a beautiful fiance. When is this all going down? We need to know, because she's watching tonight, right?
She's watching tonight, and we're hoping it's going to be August, because this is the second go-around because of COVID.
That's right. So he was set to get married during COVID, but what happened? Obviously, where were you supposed to get married at? In Lincoln?
Well, we were going to be married at the top of the Capitol, and then we were going to have a reception outside of Lincoln. And Rachel wanted a big wedding, so we're gonna wait.
So you put it on hold for a year.
We put it on hold. We weren't going to have a Facebook Live wedding or anything like that.
Does she know you're on a polka show tonight?
She just found out about 20 minutes ago, and she's really upset she's not here. So
the show goes for 2 hours, and this band has been known to play into the night. So we could keep the show going. We do have one high school band member, but that's great. Okay, do you have a band at your wedding yet?
We don't. So maybe this is a contender.
This would be fantastic. This would be fantastic. On the lawn of the Nebraska State Capitol, what date should we plan to be there?
August 7th.
August 7th. Oh, that's perfect.
I might regret this now. I'm going to have like 2,000 people show up to my wedding.
They're going to be like, that was the best band we've ever had right there on the grounds of the Nebraska State Capitol. This is Adam Moorfeld. We want to thank him. He did his part for the show because he braved the snow to get me out here tonight. we know there aren't a lot of extra Ubers out there, and he got me here. So, Adam, thank you for all you do, and we look forward to being at the wedding. And if you come on in here, band. I mean, I think we could probably come up with a wedding song right here. What's your fiance's name?
Rachel.
Okay, and your grandmother actually was a frequent Playmore Ballroom attendee, Grandma Moorfield, and what did she like? She liked the polka?
She loved the polka. She loved the polka.
Originally from Lincoln?
Well, from Lincoln and greater Nebraska. So she grew up in a farm. So.
Where was the farm?
Right outside of Columbus. So.
Oh, my goodness. Well, then she probably knows the Oak Ballroom over in Schuyler, Nebraska.
Probably does. I don't, but she probably does.
Lonnie, if you had to pick any song for a soon-to-be wedded guy here who had a Grandma Moorfield that loved polka, where would you start?
Well, the one we got up first would probably be about right.
Whoa! I had no idea we had a song
We weren't
coming
planning
up.
this or anything, but our first song of the night, the title is False Love Polka.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
And that was unrehearsed, unplanned, I tell you.
I'll give you a choice. You could do False Love Polka or Apples, Peaches, Pumpkin Pie.
We'll do that one a little later.
We're going to do False Love.
False Love.
Let's just do False Love.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to News Channel Nebraska. So nice to be back with you once again. I don't know where the time flies, but we're glad to be back here again, bringing you some great old-time music here. We're set up just a little bit different than the last few times you've seen the polka band on the show, and we're just kind of trying some other stuff here this evening. So the band is jealous because I have a total of 4 microphones. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're just, it's a power thing, Marla, with microphones. So especially for the newlywed couple to be, we looked real quick. August 7th is open. We'll write it down. So remember that, Rich. August 7th, State Capitol Lawn. All right. So here we go. Here we're going to start off with our first tune this evening. Here's the False Love Polka. Oh, just like that, the False Love Polka for the not-so-false love couple. We hope everybody is doing well out there in TV land, and we are glad to be back here once again. It's been kind of cold and snowy, and we kind of forgot what that was like till the last couple days. And so hopefully everybody got dug out, and we're back to making some music and hopefully making you warm a little. We're going to do another nice little tune right now called the Doll Polka. Ja mam hrad panenku z naší vesnice. Zpívaj si o ní všech mý mladenci, až pojdem z kostela spolu do světa. Budem se nad vždycky milovat a na mladý si vzpomínám. Like that. A little tune called the Doll Polka. I think the boys and ladies of the band are doing really good. I watch out of the corner of my eye. I got this cheap music stand here to have all my messages and notes and all that stuff. I can't wait to read you this one. This is my favorite request I got handed in today, so this is going to be my favorite one. I got to put my magnifying glass on for that one. So we are glad that you're enjoying the show out there. We're going to do another little tune. We'd like to send this one out to anybody from the big town of Linwood, Nebraska. This is a tune that doesn't get played too often by too many bands, but by golly, we do it. whenever we get a chance to play, that's for sure. We'd like to send this one out, especially to Mr. and Mrs. Dennis Kutra, all the way from Linwood Way. We usually say from the United States or from Nebraska. So here's a little tune called the Linwood Waltz. A little tune called the Linwood Waltz here on Quarantine Tonight here on News Channel Nebraska. So glad to have you with us this evening. I guess this would have been another one we could have played for the... No? Yes, no? Yes. I guess I should kind of behave if we want to get asked back. I guess. I don't know. Well, for that newlywed couple... which we got to do a few of these things here. Marla, you probably don't see all this stuff over here, but we have tons of things over here that we have to send tunes to, and I don't know. I don't know where to start. Let's do. How about we do this one? We had a request texted in to Jim and Gretchen Schulke, celebrating their 56th wedding anniversary, January 13th. Happy anniversary to you. That comes from Aaron Loffelmacher. So happy anniversary to you guys. And also this will go to the newlywed couple that's getting married August 7th that they invited the whole state to prime rib dinner and all that stuff. So he might be getting used to this title. Here's one called The Begging You Polka. little tune called The Begging You Polka. I guess I could have put myself in that married category too for that title. We're going to change a few things up. As you see behind me, whichever I'm looking at the camera there, my daughter Susie back there. This is a school night for Susie. She's got school tomorrow. She's got to be at school early tomorrow even for a contest. What do you have going tomorrow, Suze? FFA District Horticulture, Floriculture. There you go, one of them two. Something with culture in it. And so she's got that going on, and the whole some of the FFA people, and so we got to get her home in time and get her beauty sleep and all that stuff. So as you can see, Susie is working on her read right now. Got it? All right. So we wrote out a few new charts for today just to kind of make it a little special for everybody. And this next tune, we are going to, I got to put my accordion on, so that's my cue for my microphone guy to shut one mic on and turn the other mic off and all that stuff. So we'd like to send this one out especially to all the people that have that are veterans out there that are watching. So all the veterans and all those that are in the service right now and all those in the National Guard also. We can't forget about you. And so it's a little tune that Al Grebnick played, and we do our little version of it. Here is the Veterans Polka. Especially for all the veterans out there, we thank you so much for all your service that you have done, and those that are still serving, we thank you so much. We're going to go to Waltz Time, and the one clarinet mic in the back gets turned off. We're going to do this one especially for a beautiful lady, Marla. I do believe Marla has a soft spot for this lady. We'd like to send one out especially to Marguerite Hansen. And what does that say, Marla? I don't even remember. The Country House? Okay. Oh, it is. All right. I timed that all right. The Country House residents also in Elkhorn. And so this is for all of you guys there, especially for you, Marguerite. Hope you are doing well. Your beautiful daughter is playing just as awesome as always. She said to say that. So, or something like that anyway. And Marla said this happens to be her favorite waltz, so we're glad we can do it for her. Marla brought a couple tunes along for tonight just to bring a little variety for everybody. So here's a little tune called the Rosalie Waltz.
There we go. It's a Lonnie Orchestra on a, what is this already? A Tuesday night here? Oh, it's Wednesday. My goodness. Time is flying. Marla helped me out there. By the way, this is Marla, the realtor from Omaha that's always ready to sell your home anywhere in the Omaha area. Right, Marla?
Yes, and we need some houses to sell.
Oh, you got interest rates so low, you can sell anything, right?
We need more houses on the market right now.
Oh, my goodness. Well, if you got a house on the market, you need to call Marla. You can.
Right.
That's right. She'll sell it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on this Wednesday night. We've got the Lonnie Orchestra. Lonnie, we need to get some more light on you, but tell me just in a second here. It's nice to have you back. It is your favorite doing polka, isn't it?
I like both.
I know you do.
You know, I could be a politician. Not as good as some of them, but I like both. I don't know. I grew up with the polkas first, and then I don't know. Grew up with Ernie Kuchera, Eddie Enoch, all that stuff. And then we started playing the big band. It's like, hey, I kind of like that too. But I don't know. I'm always a fan of clarinet work, so I like the polkas. So
I tell you, one of the things that Lonnie and I were talking about, earlier you had Adam who was planning to get married this next year. It used to be, and you were telling me this, that if you were getting married, you didn't matter what date you wanted. It mattered what date Ernie Kuchera could get you married. Yeah,
it's funny when I put a little post out about asking people about Ernie's band and all that stuff, and they said that you didn't check if the church was available or the priest was available or even your fiance was available. You went and seen if the band was available first. So
even if you had to get married by yourself,
that's
you
right.
still did that,
Like they didn't Skype it in or have a Zoom wedding or anything like that. So.
Well, I hope you're enjoying tonight. We know so many of you enjoy the Lonnie Orchestra, and we are tonight with plenty of polka. Folks from across Nebraska watching, and we are asking for your favorite ballroom memories. If you've got one, send them to us at this address. I'm going to put it at the bottom of your screen, 214 North 7th Street in Norfolk. Send that to me and let me know your favorite ballroom in Nebraska. I know we've gone through this question before. Lonnie, you and I have talked about this, but as this question has come up, is there a ballroom that you hear about from people that surprises you, that you think, oh, I hadn't heard of that one before?
Just the other day, I can't think of the name of the ballroom, but Schneider used to have a ballroom.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
And out in Ord, I can't think of the name of the place that used to be out there out in the country. National Hall, there you go. That was one that kind of surprised me. I kind of forgot about that one. So there's still a lot of ballrooms yet that I probably don't even know about. So,
well, we want your favorite memories. Send them to us at 214 North 7th Street in Norfolk, 68701. I tell you what, let's check Mike's mailbag tonight. We get letters from all across the great state of Nebraska, and we love reading them back to you here. And we appreciate those that send them to us, especially when you have a favorite band or group that you like. And looking at the mailbag tonight, we have one from Wisner, Nebraska. Valerie says, how wonderful is it to have Father Joe in daily mass? He's such a warm, loving priest. The music is great, especially the polkas and dance bands. Keep up the good work. Well, thanks, Valerie Neeson in Wisner. Here's one from Dennis Ronspies in Pierce. We enjoy your TV station, Quarantine Tonight, Father Joe, and your coverage of sports. Well, thanks, Dennis. We appreciate you for watching. And then here's one, Betty from Humphrey. I absolutely love listening to Father Joe's Mass. I listen to it every morning if possible. I also love the evening entertainment. Such great local talent. Local news is also wonderful. I hope this can continue forever. Well, I hope you can continue watching forever, Betty. And thank you all those who sent those in. We love them. And, of course, if you have a polka band or a polka song you want to hear, if you're just enjoying the sounds of Lonnie Orchestra, then you need to send us a note so that we know. And that's one of the reasons you see so much Lonnie on this station is that we know so many of you enjoy it. And, you know, I don't know if I'm being accurate here, but one of the benefits of the Lonnie Orchestra or any of these orchestras is that I just think they sound better on TV. I think when you have all these different sounds coming through the speakers of your TV, it just sounds better. It's more full.
You know, I got a letter, I think I might have forwarded to you, about one of somebody's favorite, even like with Ernie Kutcher or any band, their favorite sound of the band was when the olden days when they just put the windows down on the side of the hall. And they'd go outside, and the band would just sound so good sitting outside. The band's inside, obviously, but just that sound of the band outside. So,
well, I tell you what, I think it works on News Channel Nebraska.
You bet it does.
Sometimes we can't run a two-car funeral when it comes to getting the right, just perfect. I'm not talking about this program. I'm just talking about just any day getting sound to come out of every different set of speakers on a TV set. But when you have an orchestra, something just sounds perfect. And we hope that you're on your living room couch just enjoying it tonight because we appreciate you. And thank you for watching Quarantine Tonight. Let's go ahead and check our news. With a look at that forecast, is another storm on the horizon? We'll find out in just a moment. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. Quarantine Tonight on this Wednesday night. Thank you so much for watching. We're glad that you're across the great state of Nebraska with a band that is so well liked by our viewers tonight. We hope you're in your living room just enjoying this with a refreshment of your choice. I'm sure it's probably milk or apple juice. I can't imagine you'd upgrade with a band like this. By the way, do you know that these two are married? And this is the closest that I think they've sat next to each other during any performance on News Channel Nebraska.
I think it's the first time.
Or even
on this side.
Or even at home.
Yeah. Whether at home or on the program, this would be the closest these two get together.
Seat.
Yeah. Oh, you do ride together, of course. Yeah,
Marla wasn't in the trunk, though. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Lonnie Orchestra. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
All right, back to more music, everybody. And like Mike said earlier, we want to have them cards and letters. Send them in to Mike. He wants to hear from you, and also about any memories of ballrooms that you have. I'm scratching my head still thinking of some ballrooms yet. So One ballroom that comes to mind is the Oak Ballroom in Schuyler, and the reason why that is back in January of 1991, the Lonnie Orchestra's first job was there. So our band is celebrating our 30th year this year, Marla. Do you remember that? And so we are glad to be here on News Channel Nebraska for everybody. And so it's just nice. My dad was Leo, obviously, who passed away some years ago. But he helped me get started in my music career, and I just can't say thank you enough for that. So this tune we want to send out to anybody that has any horses out there. One that comes to mind is Mr. Jens Jensen, who's going to be celebrating his birthday. Marla, get this, on January 32nd is his birthday. January 32nd is Jens Jensen's birthday, and his lovely wife and daughter have horses. So I don't know if they have a white one or not, but we're gonna play that they do. So here is the White Horse Polka. Že pary wielkany pod kowijem piękne dzwony, ty mnie powezą jedno za tebą. Że pary wielkany, a ty nigdo nie dohony, a za naši zahradou prasknu bičem na hlavu. White Horse Polka. We have some birthdays coming up here as the band gets their next music out. And Susie has a beautiful birthday arpeggio already. Just last week was my second daughter's birthday. Sylvia celebrated her 12th birthday. One more next year is in the teens, Marla. Can you believe that? Sylvia is one of Marla's star pupil trumpet students, along with Ellie. But Sylvia's birthday was January 22nd. Also, Kenny Delagel's birthday from Lincoln was 22nd. So for Sylvia, let's sing her happy birthday. Does that sound all right, Susie? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sylvia. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I think she's still up yet. I don't know if the kids are still up or not. School night, you know. Also, we want to do one, especially for Caleb has 2 special grandmas watching, hopefully, tonight. Right, Caleb? Yep. All right. So Caleb said, could you please send out a song to Betty Dowse, whose birthday is January 28th, and also his other beautiful grandma, Dorothea Borney, whose birthday is February 4th. That comes from your most favorite grandson in the whole wide world, Caleb Rezach, on the tuba back there. So, Caleb, you're scoring points right there. You're not out of the will yet. So, here is, well, you never know. You're close, but that's the way it is. Marla brought another chart along, and Susie warmed up on this one yesterday, and she says, I kind of like this tune. So, here's a little tune. Got to turn the accordion mic on for me. Here is the Coffee Party Polka. Oh, yeah, a good old tune called the Coffee Party Polka. All right, we had a waltz here. Marla, your playing is so impressive. I got to read this to you. It popped up on my phone while we're playing. I shouldn't be watching 2 things at once. Gets me in trouble. But Aaron Scholke said, Marla's playing makes me want to buy a house from her. How about that? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you buy a house from Marla, she will come to your house and play dinner music on her trumpet for at your open houses, yeah. So. All right, Waltz. Waltz time it is right now, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing back the sounds of Ernie Kuchera once again. Here's a good old tune, just nothing fancy, just nice and easy. Here's the little Joe Waltz. Až budu zveselý, kdo mě vyprovodí. Až budu z veselý, kdo mě vyprovodí. Žádná jiná, než ta moje milá. Žádná jiná, než ta moje milá. Pepičku rozmili, jste trošku napili. Pepičku rozmili, jste trošku napili. Zůstaň tady u nás a já dám pozor na vás. Zůstaň tady u nás a já dám pozor na vás. A little waltz called the Little Joe Waltz. How about we do a little accordion tune? Give the front row a little rest. How about this one there, Mr. Caleb? Got that one? We're going to give the front row, three of them anyway, a little rest. And we got some more birthdays out there, and we want to send one out especially to, on January 29th, a beautiful lady from Omaha, Nebraska. Mary Hosputka is celebrating her birthday this Friday. So happy birthday, Mary. And that comes from your loving, adoring husband, Lou. Okay, so a happy birthday to you. Also, we have some great people listening in from Mesa, Arizona. How about that? We want to send one out especially to Shirley Rakes celebrating her birthday. So happy birthday to you. Let's do this one here. We're going to do a little button accordion time and a little tune. I don't know. I started playing this tune several years ago. Learned it from a great guy, Mr. Greg Troyan, who's not with us anymore, passed away. And this is his accordion that before him belonged to his dad, who before his dad belonged to Mr. Joe Lookish. So I'm honored to have this accordion. I think of him every time I play it. And this is a little tune that kind of caught on with a lot of button accordion players, and they started playing it too. So I like that. Here's one called When I Leave You in the Morning, My Darling. How about that? A little tune called When I Leave You in the Morning, My Darling, as the crowd goes wild. Here's a little tune we'd like to send one out, especially to Mr. and Mrs. Francis and Joanne Pavel, all the way from Waverly, Nebraska. And also want to send one out, especially to Gary and Penny Viprowski, all the way from Dorchester, Nebraska. This is a tune we recorded on a CD of ours, I don't know, one of them. Don't forget, if you're ever interested in a CD of the Lonnie Orchestra, check us out at www.lonnieorchestra.com, and you'll find all the ways to find our information on where we're playing when we get going again. And also you can buy CDs on there and just find out any information you'd like about Marla, about where to buy your next house from, okay? So that's right. And she will play a trumpet solo for you. If the deal doesn't go good, she'll play taps. Okay? So she's got it made. Never did that before. So let's see here. Let's do a couple more tunes for a couple people. We want to send one out especially to Mr. Aaron Schulke from Appleton, Wisconsin, whose birthday is February 17th. Happy birthday coming up to you next month. And also February 8th, there's a guy from Norfolk, Nebraska that the band knows, got to know now very well over the past times playing for Quarantine Tonight. Mr. Chad Barnhill is celebrating his birthday February 8th. How about that? So happy birthday to you. Here's a tune, especially for the Pavels. They always request this one at a dance. Here is Leo's Polka. Yeah, the Leo's Polka. Oh, yeah, we were trying to think of a name for that song back, I don't know when I even wrote that one. I don't have a date on mine. And somebody said, how about you name it after your dad? So that's what we did. We call it the Leo's Polka. How you doing, Marla? How you doing, William? Doing good? We're going to, we had a request to send one out, especially to the Bodies. And that comes from Aaron Loffelmacher. And also, we want to send one out especially to Tom Plummer and Eric Mullick, and from the big state of Iowa. They are big Mustache Joe fans. And I looked through the library. I don't have too many Mustache Joe tunes, but this song has a lot of the same notes a Mustache Joe's tune has. And so this one is for you guys, and we're going to feature right now one of the finest brass sections that you could ever ask for on a polka band. And I don't know, it would be called in layman's terms a powerhouse brass section. We're going to feature the lovely and beautiful Marla Yenok. Right there she is from Papillion, Nebraska. There you go. And then we're going to feature Mr. William White. Well, he's going to play at the same time from Council Bluffs. Where do you want to say? Council Bluffs, Iowa. Mr. William White. Give him a big round of applause. That's right. You might not recognize William because he does not have a mustache today. So Mr. Mike Flood didn't even notice that yet, that you don't have a mustache today. Because, oh, he noticed. Okay.
He noticed it back on the 4th.
Oh, he. Well. We don't know if it helps or makes things worse, William, but you're a sharp-looking guy. So, ladies, contact the Lonnie Orchestra, and William, he's available. He's got a lot of trombones and a lot of land, so he's a perfect guy for you, gals. And so we're going to feature the brass section. Here's a little tune, old Ernie tune called the Slavish Boy Polka. I can hear the people applauding at home for Marla and William doing a wonderful job. Mike Flood even stood up after that. He couldn't believe it.
Hey, I noticed that he didn't have a mustache. We've been through this before. Did I hear you were engaged, by the way?
No.
Oh, that's right.
But wrong guy.
That's the guy.
That's the
engaged
guy.
back there. Are you still engaged, or what's happening there?
Yeah, we are, as far as I know.
Are you having your wedding in the state capitol, too?
I think the same day, save some money.
Really?
Yeah, if he's on board with it.
Well, let's get Adam up here, and we'll just do one big wedding.
Heck yeah.
Is she watching tonight?
I think so. She said she was.
Tell everybody who she is.
Haley from West Point.
West Point, Nebraska. You got a Cumming County girl there.
You bet.
Is her last name Kenobi?
Gunther.
Gunther. Oh, my goodness. I know some Gunthers from West Point.
There's a lot of them.
There are a lot of Gunthers. There's a Jerry in Norfolk. Do you know him at all?
I don't know.
You should.
No,
You're going to be
know.
married to the family here in a little bit. My goodness.
I got a few months.
If you marry a Gunther, you've married all of them.
That's true. That's true.
Isn't that true, though?
Yes, it is.
That is a lesson you're about to learn in marriage.
There you go.
You marry one, you marry all of them.
There you go. And learn to keep your mouth shut, Caleb.
You're going to be at a 4th of July in 10 years thinking, I married all the Gunthers. You're going to think, oh, how right was Mike Flood then? All right. Hey, I tell you what, we hope you're enjoying tonight. We are enjoying having you watching, and this is a special night. The Lonnie Orchestra is always fun when it's on News Channel Nebraska, and tonight it's Polka. It's been big band before. We just enjoy being on your television, and I enjoy more than you know being the host of this show. Next week we've got the Changs on Monday night. Heidi and Kevin are coming from Central City. And the other day I was driving from Norfolk to this undisclosed location, and I kind of cruised through Brainerd. For some reason, I always think of Brainerd as west of David City, but it couldn't be closer to Saunders County because you're in Saunders County, right?
No, we're in Butler County.
You're still in Butler,
Yeah.
but you're not very far. I mean, you're almost out of Butler, right?
Close-ish. I don't know how many miles would we be. We would be closer to the Saunders County line than the Polk County line.
That'd be true. Well, I tell you what,
Nebraska.
this band always does a great job. What do we have coming up next?
We got some great waltzes and polkas again. Marla brought a couple more charts for the band to play, and so far we only had one person, Marla, take up on your offer of a house. And it says here, if Marla sold only the basement portion of a house, she would be a top seller.
Oh, there we go.
There you go, the drum thing and everything.
Marla, the realtor, ladies and gentlemen, the former music teacher. Hey, you're watching News Channel Nebraska. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Quarantine Tonight here on News Channel Nebraska. Earlier in the show when we started, I introduced you to Adam. He's from Lincoln, Adam Moorfeld, and he actually is getting married and was set to get married last year, but COVID stopped him. He's also a Nebraska state senator, someone I work with during the day. And I asked him today, I said, hey, the Lonnie Orchestra is going to be here. And he said, if Polka's going to be on television, I'm going to be there. And I'm not kidding you. He has a grandmother who grew up on Polka at the Playmore Ballroom.
Hey.
And actually, he's got relatives north of Tyndall, South Dakota, that are reaching out to him tonight. Is that right?
Yep, we do. Yep.
I was saying to him, okay, since you like this music and you're getting married, there is a song that you have to have at your wedding, which we can accommodate. And it isn't, what was the first song we played?
Oh, False Love.
False Love. Yeah. It wasn't that. It was a little bit more American. Apples, Peaches,
Pumpkin Pie we could do.
That is, Adam, got to be the number one song at your wedding. And your fiance is watching tonight?
She is watching tonight. She's watching right now.
Can she polka?
I don't know, but we're going to find out because she's coming next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the Lonnie Orchestra is not going to be here next week. So
They are not going to be here next week. That's unfortunate.
But he could just hire us and we could play somewhere
That's true.
for practice dancing then. Yeah.
we could do this every week. Adam could get polka lessons. All
You know,
right, ladies and
this could
gentlemen,
this could turn into
I
the
need
Lawrence
them.
Welk show, and they could be dancing while we're playing, like Bobby and
we
Sissy.
could cover your wedding live on News Channel Nebraska. Like, you could be walking down the aisle, and I could say, hey, stop there. We're going to take a commercial break. Stop right there. Middle of the aisle. You stop. 2 minutes. then you keep going, and then right before you say I do, I'll be like, hey, TV timeout.
The suspense.
Yeah.
Mike's mailbag.
You know what? We'll do Mike's mailbag right after.
I think I need to talk to Rachel about all of this before I make any decision.
You're going to have a long marriage. You'll be very happy. That day is just an opportunity to commercialize it.
Yep, commercialize and get permission.
All right, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lonnie Orchestra right here on News Channel Nebraska.
All right, by request, I guess we're starting off with this one. Here is the Apples, Peaches, Pumpkin Pie, but by request. Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie, who's not ready? Holler I, and let's all play hide and seek. Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie, who's not ready? Holler I, and let's all play hide and seek. Over here, over there, we're everywhere. First I'm over here, and then I'm over there. Over here, over there, we're everywhere. Let's all play hide and seek. Oh, apples, peaches, pumpkin pie, who's not ready? Holler I, and let's all play hide and seek. Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie, who's not ready? Holler I, and let's all play hide and seek. Oh, yeah, apples, peaches, pumpkin pie, that favorite good old-time tune, you betcha. We hope that the wedding is still on after all this little teasing. Caleb, any news on yours yet?
She said everyone sounds great.
Everybody sounds great, but she didn't mention that the wedding is still on, did she? Nope. Okay, all right. Well, one for one. We want to, Susie, get your happy birthday ready. We got some more birthdays. We want to send one out especially to Mary Jenkins, whose birthday is January 30th. Happy birthday to you, Mary. Also, especially to Mr. Glenn Kocha from Papillion, Nebraska, February 12th is that young guy's birthday. February 13th is Mr. Dennis Pavlik from Omaha. And also, Rich and I know this lady. She is a very, very, very beautiful, pretty lady from Scribner, Nebraska. Rich, you remember who I'm talking about? Okay, well, play along if you don't. On February 5th is Doris Muller's birthday. Remember how we played her birthday party up there in Scribner? You betcha, a beautiful lady. Doris, hope you're doing well, and good to, hopefully you can hear us and enjoying the show. We also, we had another one call in earlier, and Susie, they wanted to know if we could sing happy birthday to them, or to her. So it says here, right off my paper, Harold would like to have a little request for little Heidi Kurtner for her birthday. So, Susie, let's sing Heidi Kurtner a happy birthday, would you please? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Heidi. Happy birthday to you. Especially for little Heidi Kurtner for her birthday. Happy birthday to you. We had a phone-in text said, really like Marla's tunes. So we said, well, let's do another one. So Marla said, let's do this one. Here is the Evergreen Waltz. little tune called the Evergreen Waltz. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty one. As we get our music and musical instruments and musical chairs all moved around. We want to send one out especially to Larry and Connie Almgren from Omaha, Nebraska, and also especially to Ricky and Eldon Wolf from Blair, Nebraska, especially for those. Ricky is our drummer, Mr. Richard T. Yennock's sister. How about that? And we should introduce the back row. We kind of introduced a little bit of everybody. Caleb, introduce yourself to Rich. There you go. All right. We have Mr. Richard T. Yennock on the drums back there from Papillion, Nebraska, the faithful sidekick of our lead trumpet player. And then in the middle, Mr. Caleb Rezach from Omaha, Nebraska, doing a wonderful job on that big King silver bass horn that used to belong to Mr. Joe Proska. How about that? And then to my right, filling in for our regular Mr. Paul Menoshek, who couldn't play with us this evening. We were lucky enough and glad enough, and we had so many letters wrote in for me to say, would you please, if you get a chance, get the guy back with the really good hairstyle. So I said, okay. I knew exactly who they were talking about. Mr. Scott Vickroy from Lincoln, Nebraska. Right there he is. Thank you, Scott, for filling in. You're doing a wonderful job. And also then behind me is that beautiful gal who last year turned 17 years old and is a senior in high school and is president of the FFA, and she's a great student and got a great grade point average and is a great piano player and also a clarinet player, my daughter Susie back there. So let's give Susie a big round of applause. And as the applause dies down, we're going to play this tune. Here is a little Slavish girl polka. Świt ma moje mila, vždycky si bývala moje milá. Dej dušnější moje milá, protože miluješ tvé srdečka. Slavish Girl Polka here on Quarantine Tonight with yours truly, the Lonnie Orchestra. Glad to be here for you, everybody. We're what do we got next, Marla? Am I on the right? Am I following along with the band? Oh, okay, all right. We have some more dedications. We want to, let's see here. I think we got all those done on that one. And we got let's see here. I think we got them all almost. We're doing good so far. Here is a nice little tune that Marla brought along, and we want to thank Marla for bringing a few charts. Kind of changes us up a little bit, so kind of a little variety sound is what we want to say. Here is a little tune called Playing Band Polka. A little tune of the Playing Band Polka. We go to Waltz Time right now, and this would be a good tune. This is a very nice tune that would be a very nice thing to do because it's a very nice day to spend some time with your mother. And so we want to send this one to all the mothers, for all them that have to leave home in the morning, or all the kids that leave home in the morning. And they send their mother off with a little kiss. Here is the Farewell Kiss Waltz. Hold on, I gotta switch the music. Okay. Up a little. That farewell kiss. I don't know. I apologize to everybody. Everybody is sending me notes while we're playing, and then I feel bad that I can't respond. But we're live. Here's one from. We want to send one out especially to Ron and Bonnie Olson. They said the music sounds great. And it says you're playing your accordion, we think really adds to the polka sound. Whatever you play, it's a great sound. So we thank you, Ron and Bonnie Olson. Thanks for sending in a note. Also, let's see here. Everybody says it sounds good, so we got to love that. We're going to do this tune. Doing all right, Marla? Or would you need a little accordion tune in there? This one okay? Well, Mike might have one more commercial they got to do yet, so we'll have it. We'll sneak it in there. Here's a little tune. This is one of Rich's favorite tunes. It is cause it's number 203. 203. That's one of Rich's favorites. It said play a tune for. They said play Bum's Luck, but we had our charts already pulled out. But we're going to use this one instead. But they said play one for the drummer. So this is for you, Rich. Of all people on this band, this one is for you. This is a little tune that we heard off an old Eddie Enoch record, and we couldn't figure out the name. And then somebody on the band some years ago was drinking this drink and said, how about we call it that? So here is the Schlivovitz polka. Here we go. Oh, yeah, a little tune we call the Schlivovitz Polka. How about we do a little button accordion for you, Mark? Do this one? All right, we want to. This is like at our kitchen table at home. The drummer just sent me a text. He says, look at your phone. And we want to send one out especially to Gary and Julia Pavel from Montrose, Colorado. So especially for those guys. And thank you, Rich, for sending that in. I appreciate that. You bet. No charge for that. We're going to do a little accordion time, help on the chops on the front row. And we want to send this one out to a couple couples. We want to send one out especially to Marv and Marge Papa. Also, I want to send one out before I forget. I have some other kids at home, Ellie and Lanely, and we did Sylvia ready for her birthday. And also, my wife is at home, supposedly. And so we'll find out when I get home. But I think she's at home. So, honey, this is for you. And also want to send one out especially to Gerald and Roberta Bodie. And the reason why we're going to do this song for them is they were reminiscent and telling me that their wedding dance was at Schneider, Nebraska, at the hall there. And Ernie Kutra played for their wedding dance. And their request was they wanted Ernie to play a button accordion solo for their solo dance. And Ernie never did that. He played button accordion during the dance, but never for a solo dance. And they had to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. I think they slipped him like $5,000, and they got him to do it. And back then, that was a lot of money, Marla. And so Ernie said, okay. So Ernie said, we'll play the Little Fisherman Waltz. So this is for them and a little bit of reminiscence, and hopefully they're going to dance around in the kitchen and or move the table out of the way anyway. So. Oh, yeah, the little fisherman waltz, just like that, especially for the boaties. Going through the music, what's next? Oh, here we go. We got Susie back there on clarinet again. They got to turn their mic on and turn it up for her. We're just doing a lot of different stuff today, Marla. It's keeping us sharp or dull. New stuff. We want to thank you for tuning in to us tonight on Quarantine Tonight. Don't forget, Mike wants to hear. He wants to see those letters. Unless you send him an audio letter, then he'll hear it. But send those letters in to Mike Flood to News Channel Nebraska. He'd love to hear from you, and especially he'd love to hear from you. Send him a thank you. That's a thank you goes a long ways for doing this wonderful music on Quarantine Tonight. And also tell him a little bit about ballrooms that you used to dance at. There's so many that we could name. We'll have to write a list for Mike so he has them. And we'd love for you to write in. Also, we just can't say without saying, put a little on the bottom there, say, we really like that Leo Lonnie Polka Band, and we really like that Leo Lonnie Big Band. And so we love playing for you. And it's your letters and your great comments about the band that get us back on News Channel Nebraska. So make sure that you write in. I'd like to send this one out, especially to all my listeners, that I do a Saturday afternoon polka show at 2 o'clock. That hopefully that everybody can tune in on WRJQ radio, and it's great doing music for everybody. And a good friend of mine has a great band, Mr. Mark Villadel. He has a great comment about why a DJ and a musician in a band, why you do it. Granted, it's a passion. And you have a passion for the music and a love of the music. And that's about as true as you can get, because it's the love of the music, why we do what we do here, and what we do on the radio and on the weekly polka show. So hope you can tune in on that. We do have a great show and enjoy bringing it for everybody. We're going to do right now, Susie, you got I wasn't even looking at you. You got your clarinet ready? You got her licorice stick? So we're going to do this little tune. Once again, Eric Mullick and Tom Plummer, they like a little Al Grebnick once in a while. And so we'd like to send this one out to all those who remember the Al Grebnick Orchestra. Was from Schuyler, Nebraska, had a great band. Even in the 1950s is when he started back up. And he had kind of a Six Fat Dutchman sound, and then later on he went to the sound that most people are familiar with. And so we're going to do a little tune for you called That's Why You Cried. And Caleb, you want to send this one out to your fiance? Okay, Caleb said, send this one out to his fiance. That's why you cried, because Caleb didn't buy a big enough engagement ring. So here we go. Is that about right, Caleb? Yep. All right, okay. Proto ty si plakala, že si miláčkovi pusu nedala. Proto ty si plakala, že jsi slaku pusu nedala. Ah, little tune. That's why you cried. Polka. I like that tune. That was a nice little snappy tune. All right, we want to, let's see, what should we do here? Whoop, I got to get this out of the way. We want to send one out especially to Diane and Earl. They sent a little nice note, said how nice it is, and as on behalf of the band, we miss you all. We really do. We miss all the polka followers, and we miss all the big band followers at all our dances. I'm hoping sometime this year things crack loose and we get to start playing for you again. We also want to send a special nice little tune out to all our followers that come to our, when we had them, our monthly ballroom dances and our occasional polka dances at the Eagles Club in Wahoo. We miss you guys, and we hope to see you again really soon. I want to thank everybody for the phone calls and the letters and all that, knowing everybody's still out there. They want to dance, and everybody just keep them feet in practice. We want to see you at the next dance when we start up. So it's Landler time right now, and you know what grandmother's joy is? Grandfather. That's right. So, hey, I write my own material. So here we go, a little Landler time. Here is the, are you okay, Marla? Here is the grandmother's joy, Landler. Up a little. Okay. Up we go, Scott. Grandmother's joy. Oh, yeah, we thank you so much, everybody. How you doing, Marla? We're playing a lot of great music tonight. We hope you're enjoying us here on Quarantine Tonight. So great to have you along with us this evening. Always a joy and a privilege for the boys and ladies of the band to be here to play for you all at home. And we hope that sometime during the night you were able to get up and dance a little and get the dust off those feet. That way they won't forget how to go dancing when it is time to get our dances started up again. Let's see, we did that one and we did this one. And somebody sent something here. Rich, are you sending me stuff? Nope. And Earl and Diane said perfect music. How about that? So I always like them. Yeah, always say that good music. Here, it's Polka Time. Somebody told me that we should have started this one because when they hear the title, they automatically think of a party. I don't know, Marla, is that true? Yeah, I know. You work with me, Marla. Work with me. You're thinking too much. You're not talking to your husband. You're talking to me right now. Here is a... And it's a tough job to handle sometimes. Yeah. So here we go, polka time. Here's the Fiesta Polka. Okay. Oh, that wasn't it. Here we go.
Gentlemen, this is the Lonnie Orchestra. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. Are you all ready for 10 o'clock? They say that almost like they're ready for an extended hour, but no. We are going to wrap things up here. Thank you so much for watching. The Lonnie Orchestra has done a great job, and we hope you enjoy them. We thank you so much for all the letters, the calls, the emails. You say, hey, we need more of this. Well, this is Polka. And if you notice, we didn't have a commercial break, really. We just skipped one.
we looked up. We thought Mike Flood fell asleep there for a little bit.
I knew.
But he was busy playing cards in the back.
And you know what? So. To your credit, the production crew said, this is good. Let's not do another commercial break. And I thought, well, so you're suffering at the hands of our production crew tonight. And we hope you enjoyed it as well. This is a labor of love for so many, including this band and all of you for watching tonight. We just really appreciate it. And on behalf of News Channel Nebraska, there will be more, the Lonnie Orchestra coming up. But right now, it's time for news. Don't forget, next Monday, the Changs from Central City will be here. It's 10 o'clock. Good night.